Testing, testing, testing. Okay. I think we're live. Looks good. I don't really know how to get the chat here, but I just wanted to hop on here to say, hello. This is my announcement that I will be working on. Let me restart. Are we live? Yes, I'm live. Okay. So I've been online for a little while on the financial side of TikTok and others, and I see a lot of good and not so good financial information. So I kind of came on and I started this channel to provide better financial information and more useful information that's not necessarily inaccurate or a scam, and to try to teach people how to read scams and how to make good financial decisions for themselves and also do their own research. And one of the goals I have is to kind of achieve a life of financial freedom. I know that sounds really cliche and stuff, but I want to have like a documentation, if I ever do achieve that, of the progress that I make and the things that I accomplish and the amount of work and effort primarily that it takes. Because I think a lot of the times we see online that people say, oh, I only spend 10 minutes a day to trade options and I make $1 million a year or something, and that isn't necessarily the most realistic. And so I just wanted to come on here to authentically be like, I'm logging my journey. I've seen people, especially on TikTok, say, I'm building $1 million business in 12 days, or I'm building a $1 million brand in 30 days. I don't really want to set specific monetary goals or timelines because I don't honestly know how long it will take. I am going to be doing this while trying to, balance a full-time job. So keeping that in mind, I want to make this as transparent as possible and just kind of start a log of my journey to financial freedom. So basically my goal here is to achieve financial freedom, and I'm going to try all of the online passive income or side hustles that everyone talks about, and I will be documenting and logging how long they take, how much money it costs to really get started, how much effort goes into it, what the barriers to entry are. Maybe some areas you need to be really good with marketing and other areas not so much. I do think marketing is going to be really important for this. So I'm just going to be keeping track of that, logging that. This is day one on achieving financial freedom. I did quickly look, and it turns out that the average stock market rate of return is about 3%. So my goal is to make enough money that I could live off of that kind of level of interest or level of return without digging into principal. And so let's say I need $10,000. Is that 10? That's $10,000 a year to live off of indefinitely. At 3%, that would mean I'd need. That can't be right. $10,000. 3%. I feel like I'm doing that math wrong. I will come back to this. Again, this is just a log, a quick overview of what I'm getting started on, what the lives are going to become, and just a quick update on what my daily progress has been and what I'm trying next. But it looks like for 3% stock return, I would only need about $333,000. Let's say instead of 10,000, let's do 12,000, $1,000 a month. That looks like, okay, about $400,000. So about $500,000 in order to have 10,000. Oh, right, that's right. I was just saying 10,000. Sorry, it's early. I'm a little groggy still. So the average income, I think, in the U.S. for a middle-class family is around 50,000. So let's look at that. 3%, if you want $50,000 a year, 3% of your initial investment for a dividend portfolio, you would be looking at about 1.6, 1.7 million. Okay, that makes more sense. And let's say you want a little bit more. You want $60,000 a year. That's about $2 million. So I think, and this is what I'm going to be doing here. I'm going to be walking through my like thought process and my exact um, ideas and math and assumptions and everything. So I haven't really found this online. Maybe it's because the videos don't do too well. I'm not super popular on YouTube, so not very many subscribers or anything. So I don't know if anyone's really ever going to see this. But it looks like with about $2 million, you could get an engineer's salary full time, um, living off of the dividends alone. That is to say, an engineer in the United States makes around 60 grand a year. At least the engineers I know and go to school with. So with about $2 million in a dividend yielding portfolio with an average of 3% per year in dividends, which for those of you unaware, a dividend is basically when you own stock in a company and the company decides to pay you for owning their stock. So as a partial owner of the company, which is what a stock is, they will give you some money. And you can buy stocks on online brokerage accounts. There's things like Ally Bank, TD Ameritrade, Vanguard. So you can basically go on, look up brokerage account, and the options for different brokerage accounts will come up, and you can use that to find a brokerage you like, and then find a stock you like, and then you can see what dividends they pay. And what I found is for a dividend yielding portfolio, a pretty good average is about 3% consistently. So you want to put that money in so that you'll be getting the interest out indefinitely. So for about $2 million, you could get about $60,000 a year. So that's what I'll be looking at shooting for to start figuring out some sort of way to generate passive income or money on the side that will give me that sense or that financial freedom, so to speak. So hopefully you found that a little bit helpful. I guess this is mostly for me. I don't think anyone's really watching. Let's see. I think that was everything I wanted to report. I will be keeping a log. I'm not sure how I'm going to log everything. I think I'll keep track of hours, time it takes, and any assumptions that need to be made, like internet access or access to a phone, a cellular plan to like call people and market. Or even things so much as like ID. I know if you want to do day trading, which is something I'm not really too eager to try, but if you want to do that, you need to sign up with like exchanges, or if you want to do it with cryptocurrencies, crypto exchanges, and there's a lot of processes that require you to have certain identification that even if you have, it can be kind of difficult because they sometimes don't accept how you took the picture of your driver's license or things like that. So I will try to be keeping track of all of that, probably on an open Google sheet. I will be figuring that out and kind of articulating this all better. Right now, just to give you a bit of an overview, which I will update on tomorrow. Right now, my primary source of research and time and everything has been in cryptocurrency. I spent quite a few years learning about personal finance and investing. So I will be looking at that too. And yeah, that's basically that. I think that covers pretty much everything. Oh, and we've got one person in the chat. Hello, one person. If you have any questions or comments, let me know. But just really briefly to summarize, because I don't know how long you've been here, I'm starting a log of my journey to financial freedom, which we today have discovered you need about $2 million in a dividend yielding portfolio to achieve financial freedom. So hoping to do that. So I will be keeping track and logging everything on here. Right now I am pretty well versed in cryptocurrencies and blockchain technology, so I'm going to see if I can leverage that. And leverage is just a fancy way of saying use that knowledge or experience to make some money. in this situation. Leverage has several definitions. Um, but yeah, so hope you found that helpful. Hope you found that informative. I will be signing off here shortly. Yeah, so I will be looking at ways I can make money through my knowledge of cryptocurrencies and blockchain first, and I will be reporting back later. I do have a TikTok where I'm trying to educate on crypto and blockchain, and I am trying to educate on personal finance, which I think pretty much all of my YouTube subscribers are from. So if you're here from there, welcome. You'll probably see updates on this on there as well. Um, yeah, I think that pretty much covers it. Don't want to just ramble on if I have nothing more to say, but I will let you all know what I come up with, what I find, how much time it takes, and hope you will be able to get some value from these in the future. If you want to follow the journey, hit that subscribe button. And if you got value from this video, learning about how to determine how much stocks, how many dividend yielding stocks you'll need for to achieve that FIRE lifestyle, and FIRE is financial independence, retire early. You can just look that up on Google to read more about it. But if you got value from that, smash the like button. And that's pretty much it for now. Thank you all so much for tuning in, and I will see you tomorrow. Yeah, no comments from our one